Good morning. Good morning and welcome to our yoga practice. We are settling in on the mat. I'll have another minute or two before we get going. So a nice time to get yourself set up, to roll out your mat, and to have anything nearby that you may want to incorporate into your practice today. And as you make your way onto the mat, we are going to begin on our backs if you wanted to head that way. And as you come onto the mat and make your space, you could gently close the eyes, use this time for some quiet reflection, or invite in gentle movement. Ooh, pardon me. As we get closer to time, we can all start making our way down onto the mat, letting the head and shoulders rest, and the spine settle in. Legs can be long. You have feet on the mat with the knees bent. Yogi's choice. We'll meet here to begin our practice. Maybe the hands are on the belly to help connect with the breath. Maybe they're down alongside body, palms up. Finding what serves you today. And as you settle in, take a quick scan of the body from the soles of the feet to the crown of the head. Check in. Notice what feels in need of support, what feels strong. Maybe there's a place you can find some release. Letting the body grow a little heavier as you let the mat support you. We'll take deep breath in and out. Building our breath. As you breathe in, let the body expand. And as you exhale, feel the release, the settling. As you breathe, see if you can match the length of your inhale to the length of your exhale. As we begin, we'll draw the feet to the mat if they're not already there. Set them about hip width distance, and then draw the right knee in toward the body. You can hold outside the shin or behind the thigh. You could also use a strap here to help pull it in. And as you hold the leg here, notice if you start to round up, lifting the head or shoulders. We want to keep them settled right now. We'll draw those circles with the ankle. You can wiggle the toes here. Reverse direction. Little movement for the joint, embracing any creaks or cracks as they happen. Invite in that movement. Find stillness with the foot. Give that leg a little squeeze. We'll send the leg up to 90 and a little lower and lift of the foot. So as we lower, the foot won't touch the mat. And as you lift, the leg does not have to be perfectly straight. Little movement for the knees, trying to wake up the leg. And then on your next extension up toward the sky, we'll leave that leg there. Again, you can keep a little bend at the knee. Sole of the foot shines up toward the sky as best you can. Point and flex the foot a bit. Leave it pointed for one breath. Relax the foot and gently bring it back to the mat. We'll set the right foot down, draw the left knee in. Take a few moments here, finding your spot. Notice if you're really struggling in the arms to pull this leg in. If you are, find a little ease there, and that may mean that the leg moves farther away from the body. That's all right. We'll begin to draw those circles with the left foot. They can be as big or as little as you want, mindful of how the ankle is feeling. Again, get those toes involved, little wiggle. And reverse direction. Keep breathing. We'll slow it down, find stillness. Give the leg a little squeeze and send it to 90. We'll gently lower and lift the foot. Again, your range of motion. You don't have to extend it all the way up. The foot's not going to touch the mat as we lower. You can keep a hand on the thigh for a little external support here if you like as well. And then we'll extend that leg to the sky, scanning from the hip to the heel. Nice stretch through the back of the leg. We'll point and flex. And then hold the point for one breath. Find ease in the foot as you lower it down to the mat. When left foot hits, we'll draw both knees in toward the chest. Nice full body hug. You could rock a little side to side here if you like, or you could sit in stillness, drawing the legs in. If you're rocking, slow it down, come to stillness. We'll hold on to right knee with right hand, left knee, left hand, and start to draw circles with the knees, taking them out and away from one another and then gently back together. And again, explore your range of motion here. You can start small and gently grow them larger. We'll slow it down and reverse direction. Mindful of how the hips are feeling. Maybe you feel a little massage between the low back and the mat. And keep the spine long here. We'll slow it down, find stillness back at center. We'll lower the feet to the mat and let the knees fall away from one another, the soles of the feet touching or shining toward one another. Our supine bound angle. Deep stretch for the hips, the inner thighs, the legs growing heavier as gravity pulls them down. You could set the hands on the inner thighs for a little added weight to deepen that stretch. You could have them on the outer thigh as support. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Take hands to the outer thighs as you gently help the legs up. Soles of the feet on the mat, some space between the feet. Take a little windshield wiper with the legs. You can let the hips rotate here with the legs. Gentle side to side. And then we find stillness back at center. Walk the feet back and draw the knees in. We'll take peace fingers behind the knees. Rock along the length of the spine and use that momentum to draw us up to a seated posture. Both legs extended out in front of us. You can keep a little micro bend at the knee. Soles of the feet shine away as we sit up tall. Head over heart, maybe a little tuck of the chin. We'll take a breath here. Hands can be on legs or down at our side. Shoulders melting away from the ears. We'll keep this long spine as we inhale the arms up. Exhale as we forward fold. Maybe you hold the feet, ankles, hands on the mat. If you have a strap you want to wrap around the feet and hold on to that. Whichever variation you take, try and keep that spine long. Lead with the heart as you hinge at the hips. Coming into this fold, little micro bend at the knees if you like. Each breath allows you to melt a little deeper in. Create a little extra space. On an inhale, we'll lift up. We'll take the legs wide, whatever that is for you. Finding your range of motion. Once more, we sit up tall. Start to walk the hands away. Lead with the heart. You fold down, stopping whenever your body wants. Hands can stay centered on the mat. You could take peace fingers to hold big toes. Hold on to ankles. Again, variations. Helping you explore the shape as you listen to what your body needs today. Finding a little discomfort maybe as we stretch into new areas. But if you feel any pinpointed pain at any point, gently back out. We definitely want to avoid any injury so that we are able to go back to our yoga practice another day. We'll gently lift up. We'll tuck the legs in as we rotate over and meet center of the mat in our tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees as best you can. Spread the fingers wide. Nice neutral spine to begin. On an inhale, lower the belly as you lift the gaze. Exhale as you arch the back, draw the gaze into the navel. Inhale, lower. Exhale, arch. And just continue these cat-cows at your own breath pace for a few rounds. Awareness on the spine. A connection between movement and breath. We'll take one more full round and then meet back at our neutral spine. From our neutral spine, we'll leave the hips high where they are as we start to slide the hands away. Melt the heart down, long spine, puppy pose, hips stay high. You can tent the fingers here. You could come down onto forearms. Feel a big stretch through the shoulders, upper back, down the long side body, through the front midline. Start to slide the hands back in, gently lifting up, and then make your way down to the belly, nice and easy. Chin coming to rest on the mat, hands under shoulders, elbows close to the body. Tops of the feet are connected to the mat. We'll inhale up, chin and collarbone, baby cobra. Use your back muscles here. Maybe you can drum out the fingers as we're not putting too much weight in the hands yet. Exhale as you release. Inhale, baby cobra, chin and collarbone lift. Strong back, long spine. Exhale as you release. We'll take a breath. Relax the low back and the glutes. We'll put a little more weight into the hands as we inhale up, chin, collarbone, and maybe a rib or two. Gaze is forward. Feet stay connected to the mat. Exhale as you release. Take a breath. As you inhale up this time, we'll bring elbows under shoulders. Set the forearms parallel to one another. Fingers are spread wide. Sphinx pose. Press into the elbows to lengthen the spine. You feel yourself collapsing down into the shoulders. That's what we're working to avoid. We'll take a bend at the right knee as we lift right foot off of the mat. Thigh stays connected down. And then glance over the right shoulder. See if you can maybe eye that foot with your peripheral vision. Gaze comes forward. Foot goes to the mat. We'll lift the left foot off of the mat. Again, just bending the knee. Thighs connected to the mat. Lengthen the spine. And then glance over the left shoulder. Trying to see that foot. Gaze forward. Foot returns to the mat. We'll press into the palms as we lift elbows. Take them wide and lower down. Favorite cheek finds the mat as we take a breath. And then swap sides. Opposite cheek goes down. Little stretch for the neck here. We'll bring the chin back to the mat. Hands down alongside body, palms into the mat, pinkies touching thigh. Creating a base through the chin, the hips, and the palms. And then inhaling up the right leg. That lift may be an inch, it may be a foot or more. Nice strength as you fly that leg. And then on an exhale with control, lower it down. When right foot touches, we'll inhale up the left. Keep that connection to your foundation. Press into the palms. With control, Left foot lowers. We'll bend at the knees. I'm a little ease in the arms here. As the feet come off the mat, and then let the feet fall toward the body. You can stay here, letting gravity help you find a stretch. You can take the hands, reach back, inner arch, outer blade, and draw the feet a little closer. If you choose to hold inner arch, be really mindful of the shoulders. I find taking the outer blade here can help me draw the feet in a little closer while still having a little bit of comfort through the shoulders. On an exhale, release your hold. Let the feet return to the mat. We'll bring hands under shoulders as we press back, hips to heels, child's pose. Toes near one another, knees near one another. Belly melting to the thigh. The arms stretch overhead, palms in the mat. Great counter posture to that back work we just did. On an inhale, we'll lift up, finding our tabletop nice and centered. We'll take each hand forward a handprint, lengthening our base. Curl the toes. Start to grip the mat. Set the arms nice and strong as we lift the hips up and back. Down dog. Trying to find a flat back. That may mean a little bend at the knees. Hamstrings might be tight. You pedal out the feet a little bit here if you like, gently bending the knees. A movement in the shape. We'll start to walk the hands toward the feet. Find forward fold at the back of the mat. The upper body hangs as the hands reach to the earth. You could sit on the shin, you could hang in ragdoll. You shake the head a little yes and no to help loosen the neck. And then find stillness. Soften the legs as you root into the feet and gently roll up. Coming up to our Tadasana, our standing mountain pose. We'll take a few breaths here, feet solidly beneath us. We draw awareness up through the body, stand tall, arms down along our sides, palms forward. We'll head into our balance pose of the day. So I'm going to step forward with my right. We're going to head toward the standing T. So step forward with that right foot. Got to find my balance. Really set it down. So I'm starting with a little bend at the knee. This back foot is going to end up flying. So I'm going to rock onto the ball of the foot. And you can just play here, maybe playing with that shifting of the weight, starting to lift the toes. That can be a really great starting point. Feel the body moving. And as we gently head into the shape, we'll find that foundation through the right foot. Strength up through that leg. We fly the left. Heart folds forward. You want a long spine, long line through the body. Arms out, that flying V. You could take the arms forward if you prefer, if you find that to be more balancing, or if you want to hold on to a wall or a chair or a desk in front of you. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You might end up here. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're feeling super flexy today and you want to drop hands down to the mat and the leg reaches up. You can tap toes down at any point. Again, we're just playing with it, building our balance and our strength. core is engaged, back body is strong. Coming in and out of the shape as you need. We'll take 2 more breaths here. If you haven't yet, on an exhale, we'll lower that left foot down. Coming out of the shape and heading back to the back edge of the mat. Stand at Tadasana. That long line is what we're envisioning as we head toward our balanced pose. So we'll step forward with that left foot. Find your foundation. Let the toes settle in. Starting to grip the mat. Rocking a little bit with that right foot. Shifting the weight to the left. Feel that change, maybe holding a little longer each time. And when you feel ready, take your time, find that foundation, strong supporting leg as you lift the flying foot, long spine as you hinge over. When I'm flying the right leg, well, either leg, whichever leg is flying, I like to flex that foot. Imagine it pressing into a wall behind me. We're trying to keep the hips relatively square to the mat. Definitely takes some doing, and it's a work in progress. That's all right. We're finding our variation of the shape. Each side will be different as well, so try not to find yourself comparing, oh, I could do this there, and I don't feel like I'm as strong here, or wow, this one's really great, why wasn't the other one? Just focus on where you're at here, how strong you're feeling, nice balance. Stay focused on the present, progress you're making. Keep breathing. Imagining that long line through the body. And again, you can tap down anytime and reset. The best part of doing it at home, no one can see you. So if you fall out a little, you're a little wobbly, no one cares. No one can see you. It's great. One more breath here. Lower that foot down. Shake it out. We'll head back to the back edge of the mat. Find that Tadasana. Take a breath. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, half lift, our 7 shape. Exhale as you release. Start to walk the hands away as you come out to your high plank. You can lower to the knees here if you like. With elbows tight to the body, we'll come down to the belly. Inhale up to your cobra variation. As you release, curl the toes, press the hips up and back. Down dog. We'll lower the knees, uncurl the toes, belly to thighs, hips to heels. Child's pose. You can soften the arms this time, maybe a little bend at the elbows. Take a few rounds of breath here. We scan the body. Start to walk the hands in toward the knees as we lift up. We'll rotate onto a favorite hip and find a comfortable seated posture. As we prepare to round out our practice together, if you have extra time today and you instead wanted to head down and take a nice shavasana, you could. We'll bring hands together at heart center, taking a moment here. Maybe you close the eyes. Checking back in as the breath returns to its natural rhythm. Take that scan from the soles of the feet to the crown of the head once more. Notice the change that you've cultivated, the strength that you've built, the courage you mustered to try something. A wonderful start to the day. We'll flutter the eyes open as I encourage you to take kind thoughts, kind words, and those kind intentions with you from now until we meet again. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for our yoga practice today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. I look forward to seeing you back on the mat next Tuesday morning. Bye, y'all.